happening now, a House Subcommittee hearing is underway to discuss the origins of COVID-19 and a possible cover-up by health officials. One doctor testifying today says he thought the virus could have originated from a lab, but now says that more research showed that it did not. This is the latest in the investigation of the COVID-19 origins. Leland Vittert, host of NewsNation's The Hill and Unbalanced, joins us now to talk more about today's hearing and the possible impact on the 2024 race. Leland, always great to see you. I'm really curious, realistically, what are you expecting to come out of today's hearing?
Nothing, because nothing comes out of congressional hearings almost all of the time. The question, though, and I think this is an important one that we're getting to, is whether or not there was any pressure put on this researcher from Scripps to change his story, right? Because originally he wrote an email in January of 2020 saying it appeared as though COVID-19, then known as COVID from China or the Wuhan virus or whatever, appeared to be engineered and have the hallmarks of gain-of-function research, which means it would have been made in a lab. Then all of a sudden in March, he completely changed his story and sort of became one of the most vocal proponents of the idea that COVID occurred naturally, and has become very militant about that. And the real question here is why? And there seems to be a big part of the scientific community that at any moment that you even begin to talk about the concept that the most deadly pandemic that we have seen in modern history didn't originate in a wet market, but originated a mile away in a lab that makes deadly viruses and makes deadly viruses more deadly, then the scientific community calls you racist and crazy and a tin hat wearing conspiracy theorist and on and on and on and on. The question is, why are so many of these folks so angry and so terrified of any research into and continuing to look into where the virus came from?
Yeah, and you would imagine that's something that all Americans should know. This pandemic impacted all of us. So reporting from the New York Post, I wanted to get your take on this, Leland. It says, according to earlier emails that the subcommittee obtained, Anderson, who's the doctor you're referring to, said Dr. Anthony Fauci, who maintains that the virus most likely was not engineered in a Chinese lab, prompted, edited, and gave final approval to his ultimate findings, to this paper. So exactly, are there any tentacles that you think could come out of today's hearing that may give the American public some clarity on what the origins, in fact, are for COVID-19?
Let's go back one step before that, which is first you need clarity as to whether or not Dr. Fauci and others who at some point would certainly be on the hook and whose reputations would be badly damaged by news that COVID came from a lab. Did they put any pressure on Dr. Anderson and on others to step back from the lab leak theory and push the naturally occurring theory? And that's the real question here, is why is Dr. Fauci so focused and so intent and so militant, dare I say, at forcing everyone to adhere to this, it's naturally occurring dogma? And that any discussion otherwise is somehow racist and anti-scientific. And I think the question, and I think this is what the subcommittee is going to get at, is why is there such reluctance? What is the underlying fear or money behind the scientific community's unwillingness to discuss the lab leak theory?
So thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.